Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashyakrutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavaतीतं Triguणरहितं Sadgurum Tannamami. Om Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Samasta Brahma Vidyacharya ऋषिभ्यो Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Namaha. Shri Vedavyasa Vaishampayana Yajnavalkya Adya Shankaradi Gurubhyo Namaha. Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha. Tesham Sarvesham Gurunam Devatanam Anugrahena Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikya Bodhasya Asmin Kshane Eva Anubhava Siddhyartam Sanatana Dharmasya वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृते पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम तत्कृत समस्त साधक भक्त सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु संस्थापकानां धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये विघ्न क्षेत्र निर्मूलन शक्ति साधना संपदा प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थम विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता सामरस्यता विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः पारायणम् आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम अथ श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद ओम यस्मात् जातं जगत् सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रणीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं। तैत्तिरेयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते। अथ द्वितीया ब्रह्मानन्दवल्ली। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम अथ सप्तमोऽनुभागः। ओम असद्वा इदमग्र आसीत् ततो वै सदजायत तदात्मानग्गः स्वयमकुरुत तस्मात् तत्सुकृतमुच्यत इति यद्वै तत्सुकृतं रसो वै सः रसगः ह्येवायं लब्ध्वानन्दे भवते को ह्येवान्यात् कः प्राण्यात् यदेष आकाश आनन्दो न स्यात् एष ह्येवानन्दयाते यदा ह्येवैष एतस्मिन् दृश्येनात्म्ये निरुक्ते अनिलयने अभयं प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते अथ सोऽभयं गतो भवते यदा ह्येवैष एतस्मिन्नुदरमन्तरं कुरुते अथ तस्य भयं भवते तत्त्वेव भयं विदुषो मन्वानस्य तदप्येष श्लोको भवते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Friends, we are studying seventh Anuvakam of this beautiful Taittiriya Upanishad, which slowly, steadily only we are trying to understand. The seventh Anuvaka, two parts. First part is explanation or quotation or authority of what is said about that Parabrahma, his entry, his creation, etc. in the Yajurveda. So the Rigveda Brahma mantra is there for substantiating what is said in a Yajurveda Brahmana. These mantras, these meanings have to be unbiasedly, without ego, have to be contemplated for their deep understanding. In that only the Atma Swarupa Lakshanas are told or hidden. That Lakshana Yukta Atma Vastu Prapti genuinely, sincerely should be our goal, knowing that that gives liberation. And then in all our outer and inner efforts for purification, inner efforts for qualification, then the innermost efforts of meditation, we have to continuously do till that experience of the self comes to us. So, in this mantra 7, the first, second, third lines we tried to understand with the Bhashyam. When the moment the sentence is said, Asadva idam agra asit, quickly all those 6, 7 things have to be understood. There is word in front of me, it is idam. Second, it is an effect. Earlier, first, it was not there. What was there when it was not there was Brahman. So in the Brahman, how this world was there when it did not get manifested, it was in an unmanifest form. So when the Brahman or the from the Brahman or the Atman, the Paramatma, when the Rupa Nama Jagat got manifested, what happened to Brahman? He is very much permeated in the manifested. Therefore, whether manifest or unmanifest, what is all the time existing? It is Paramatma only. What is that which is coming and going? That is only Rupanamatmaka Jagata with all its multiplicities, varieties, which we see in front of us. Whether it is Thula, whether it is Sukshma, or whether it is Karana Idam, whether it is Vyashti Idam or Samashti Idam. And in that, whatever continuous, constant modification, changes, all of them are happening. They're all from the unmanifest of Paramatma, they got manifested. This is all when we see the word, give importance to it, even Vyavaharik. When we talk from the Brahman standpoint, Brahman alone is there in all three periods of time. The ability to grasp these subtle things is called the Vedantic study. Then we have to first abide in the true self. Then from that standpoint, when we see everything is same self, thereafter Vyavahara may continue like Lord Rama is doing in the evening class, but it will not lead to samsara. Our job is to transcend samsara and be in the mukta स्थिति. संसार को पार करना मुक्ति के लिए काफी है. उसके बाद व्यवहार हो या ना हो, when it is not creating samsara, it has equal effect. It has no meaning, no purpose at all. So, asadva idamagra asita. The moment that sentence is said, agre before, idam agre, before this idam world is seen by me. Asad asit, this world was asat means unmanifest. That unmanifest is this asad brahma, asad jagatu, not the Brahman. So, here the indication is to the Brahman, but the means adopted is the jagat. तो जगत नहीं था, तो नहीं था जगत वाला आत्मा था. दिस इज हाउ वी हैव टू से इन हिंदी. नहीं था जगत वाला आत्मा था बिफोर जगत नहीं आया था. द ट्विस्टिंग वे ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग. असद्वा इदम अग्रे आसीत. So that asad is not the Brahman was asat. When you use the word asit, then how can you say non-existence? आसित मतलब था, थे था. The moment था थे is used, it is not absence. एब्सेंस के लिए कुछ बोला नहीं जाता. कुछ बोलते हैं तो उसका अर्थ है कि वो प्रेजेंस है ही. In this way, keeping on thinking, what we have to do is the Jagat was there, sorry, Brahma was there before the Jagat was manifested out of Brahman only. With this, our focus and attention should not be on the Idam Jagat, but our attention should be more and more Asad named Sad Brahma. Please remember, the whole Vedantic goal should never be forgotten right from the beginning. Our drishti of Brahma Tattva is increased more and more. With every day's class, with every day's added knowledge, हमारा दृष्टि ज्ञानमय, therefore ब्रह्ममय बनना है. उसके बाद पश्येत entire जगत as सर्वम ब्रह्ममय. Anything is only manifestation, not real. It goes, it comes, it comes, it goes. It has no tikana. It's why it is coming and going. A wrong question, because any answer will not satisfy you. Only maximum Ishvara Leela, our sadhana. That's it. If we can fix this to this our mind intellect and know that all other questions are meaningless and redundant, we have helped ourselves a lot from the vagaries of the mind. Mind many times asks questions which have no answer, which have no purpose, 90% of it. The biggest question is why then the world has been created with the Lord? Only two answers. One is His Leela, second is sadhana for me. As taking as his Leela, don't demand, don't complain, don't have any struggles or worries or fights with the world. It is his Leela. For your standpoint, from your, it is there given for you for your own sadhana. Therefore, use the world to do sadhana. And sadhana is only one, recognizing our own Brahma Swarupa. See, when these three, four things we fix our mind, correct fixing it is. Thereafter, any other thing is not to be entertained at all. The mind, as he said, projects and asks question and tries to find answer. If an answer is given, it will ask other question. All the time that mind is in such a funny condition always. सीधा बता दिया आपके साधना के लिए है जगत, अब साधना करो, भगवान की लीला के लिए है, बस मान लो. Why you think about other things where there are no answers? The Lord is very cruel, he is very bad, he is biased, he is partial, he gives things to some people, not to the others. Towards me, though, is very biased that how much work I am doing, I am not rewarded. अब देखो, is there any end to this nonsensical talk of the mind? These are all mind's talk only, which is not required. All that has to be curtailed just by knowing this way. So asadva idamagra asit. Then the second one was tadatma sorry. Tato vai sad ajayata. From that only the sat is born. Now here is the crucial thing which as many times repeated for clear understanding. So many times it should be repeated, it will be good only. The question is that created world created out of the Asad Vastu Brahma, which is named here as Asad to twist or to test us, from that Brahman, this arrival of Jagat, is it like the arrival of any of the children from the parents after which they are separate? This is $1 million point. Whole Vedanta revolves on this only. Therefore, the answer given by Shruti Mata is Tad Atmanam Swayam Akuruta. Tadatmanam Swayam Akuruta. In these the two things. What is what? Ki, there's no other thing by him other than himself. Therefore, he himself has to become the material to become the world. Second, because there's nobody other than himself, he himself has to become the instrument or the means also. Is it not? In the case of the father giving birth to child, he needs the medium, the wife or the mother of the child. But for Brahman, he being one without second, to create the world, how any other means he can have? No. And then there is no other thing other than him for the world to be manifested. Therefore, where from the world must have manifested? By himself only. Then what is difference between him and the world? If himself only has come as the world, only this much. He is nirvyavahara, nirguna, nirakara, nirnama rupa. Rupa nama guna visheshana vyavakara rahita is parabrahma. Then Nama Rupa Rahita Visheshana Rahita is Nama Rupa Sahita Visheshana Sahita is Jagat. No, that way is Jagat and Brahman are two. Please remember. Like is Jiva and Brahman are two. In the same way the question. Jiva and Brahman are not two, no? Upadiyukta Brahman is Jiva. Nirupadika Jiva is Brahman. So too, Nirvishesha Jagat is called Brahman. Savishesha Brahman is called as Jagat. In both of them, what finally we have to think about it is which is real. Always real is that which always stays independent. Okay, in our case, the Brahman stays independent of Jiva. Jiva cannot stay without Brahman expressing as Chidabhasa in the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Therefore, Brahman is real, Jiva is Mithya. In the same way, the Nirguna Brahma can stay without the Jagat expressed, but the Jagat Rupa Namatmaka Jagat cannot be without Brahma. Therefore, which must be real? Brahman alone. The more we become clear in this type of thinking and knowledge, the value, undue value given to the world slowly goes away. Then the half of the problem gets sorted out, samsara goes away. Then in the pursuit of that Brahman, when we deep meditation, experience that as ourselves, so then all what we are seeking in the world is found to be existing in that Brahman. And what we want is eternal, never changing, never ending, permanent bliss or ananda. That is what is the nature of the self. So tato vai sadajayata Then tadatmanagga swayam akuruta. Okay, this is what we have seen. Hmm. Excellent is this analysis. We are going line by line. Keep the Upanishad mantra side pay. Then also study along with the Bhashyam. So tadatmanagga swayam akuruta. वहाँ तक हुआ. असद्वा इदमग्रे आसीत् ततो वै सदजायत तदात्मानग्ग स्वयं अकुरुत. Before the manifest world, the Brahman alone was there. From the Brahman only the world got manifested. The manifestation of the world from the Brahman is he himself has appeared like that. Tat Atmanam Swayam Akuruta. Okay. How could he become such a millions rupa of the world? That is what we said. It is his Indro Maya Abhihi Pururupayate. Bhagavan, he has got a tremendous Sankalpa Shakti, Jnana Shakti in him, which is in Puranic language here also called as Maya. Agatita Gatana Patiyasi Maya. Then we gave 100 example yesterday, day before. With one pair of eyes, how many colors forms we are seeing? With one tongue, how many languages we are talking? With one hand, how many works we are doing? With one leg, how many types of dances we are doing? With one mud, how many pots, etc. are made? With one gold, how many? If that can happen, why not with one God? Whole world of multiplicity cannot come. See, एक पेड़ इतने फूल देता है, एक पेड़ इतना फल दे रहा है, तो आपको डाउट क्यों है कि भगवान एक इतने में बन नहीं सकते? He has become, whether you accept it or not. So tadatmanam swayam akuruta. So kim tatah pravivaktam karyam. The sentence meaning is kim. Is it tataha means that from that Brahman who is the cause, karyam the effect called as Rupanamak Jagat, pravivaktam is it totally separate, independent, apart? Pravivaktam is apart, separate, independent. Tatah means Brahma se. Tat karyam means the Brahma, the Jagat. Ikim pravivaktam, it is totally separate. What is your question? Is iti pituhu iva putraha. Like the father is separate from son, son is separate from father. Na iti aha. Then what happened? Tad asab shabda vacham swayam eva atmanam eva akuruta krutavat. That Atma, that Brahma, which here in the context is like that, called as Asat. So Asat Shabda Vacham Tad Brahma Swayam Eva Atmanam Eva Akuruta Krutavatu. So it's made itself only into the form of that. It itself. Therefore, there is no moment in the universe, no place in the universe, no object in the universe which is independent of Brahman. Now, strengthen this thought, strengthen this thought. Anything you take, gross, subtler, causal, individual, total, everywhere, there can't be anything without Brahman. स्वयं अकुरुत. He himself appeared like that. अपने आप को ऐसा बनाया. Be conscious about it. अपने आप को वैसा. Like a kumar, the pot maker never makes pot out of himself. There is mud other than him, apart from him. With that, he makes a pot, and pot is always apart from him only, even after made. So to a goldsmith makes ornaments. The gold is other than him. So to the ironsmith makes all things with iron. So they are. In that way, Brahman has not made the world from an existing object other than him. There is nothing other than him. There is nothing other than him. Therefore, he himself made himself like that. Made himself in the bracket, you can add as appear. He himself made himself appear in so many forms. Now, please remember, don't question why and all. What we are seeing, of that we are giving an answer. We are seeing the world of multiplicity, no? Yeah, this multiplicity world के रूप में one Brahman who was before was exclusively Nirguna, none of the Jagat was there. He alone is appearing as this world. Again, after listening to this, therefore the Rupa Nama Rahita Brahman have to discover this type of intellectual curiosity should be born. Not the mental projections or the questions and doubts, but why? Why did Brahman become like that? Why has become like this world is troubling me? These are mind and ego playing. सो गुरु महाराज ज्ञान एक उद्देश्य से देते हैं, वन पर्पस, बट द मन एंड अहंकार ट्राई टू put their own uddeshya, and they ask unnecessary questions there which have no answer. So when we have to become Vedantin, we have to become very shrewd and subtler in our listening from the Guru and Shastra, and what exactly they are meaning. If we don't catch, we become victim of the mana and buddhi, mana and ahankar. मन तो पूछता जाता है, अहंकार स्वीकार नहीं करता। बुद्धि को समझ में आ गया, बट बुद्धि के बाद वो नहीं सुनते। Parabrahma was there before creation was there. Parabrahma only appeared as this creation. अब क्या है प्रॉब्लम उसमें? But how many varieties? Why has become either play the role given to you or recognize your essential self, one with Brahman, and the get out of the samsara. Okay? Mind is the one which keeps on questioning. उसको एक्सीडेंट हुआ, अरे ले जाओ हॉस्पिटल, एडमिट करो, घर वालों को फोन करो, they'll take care, go ahead. How much you can discuss, but why the traffic police were not there, but why that fellow came in wrong route, why this fellow also came in wrong route, why accident happened, why others are not taking care, why only I have to bring him to hospital, हर बार मुझे ही करना पड़ता है, अरे इतना संसार. This is called samsara. Samsara is mind. Whatever truth is there, you recognize, abide, you are liberated. Do we do that? How much of the activeness of the mind we bring? That's what Rajoguna, that troubles us. Like what do you expect from your child? टाइम पे खाना दिया, खाओ. कुछ खेलने को ले गए, खिला दो. देन पढ़ने को बोला, पढ़ लिया उसने. उसको थोड़ा काम दिया, कर लिया उसने. If you if the child does like that, don't you love him? But do you think the child will do all that? जब खाना देते हो तब नहीं चाहिए, बाद में चाहिए. जब कहते सोने को तब नींद नहीं आता उसको. आप ये पढ़ने का होता तभी he says I'll sleep. What do you expect from the child? This, but what it does is this. So too, what you should expect from our life is this, the mind. But do you think it will behave like that? It's like a child only. Controlling that mind is sadhana. When the mind is transcended, you are with the self. Whole spiritual sadhana is with the mind, working on the mind for the purification of the mind, for the unification of the mind, finally for transcendence of the mind. Remember this all the time throughout life. Then, from where these things come? Tadatmanagga swayam akrutah. Up to this we have seen. Now, tasma tat sukrutam uchyata iti yadvai tat sukrutam raso vai saha rasaggahyevayam labdva anandi bhavati ko hyevanyat kapranyat, etc. etc. One by one sentence of the Upanishad mantra with Bhashyam we have to study. Now the next one is what? Tad atmanam swayam akuruta. हो गया. तस्मात् तत् सुकृतम उच्यते इति. Therefore, the Brahman is called as Sukruta, अच्छा काम करने वाला. और ब्रह्म का काम भी जो हुआ वो अच्छा है. So the doer is good, the done also is good. Sukruta. There is nothing dushkrutam. Is it not? If the Brahman has not made the world, how can you and I as Jiva get a chance to again receive the reach that Brahman or do our worship? Therefore, is there any dushkrutam in Brahma's creation or is an intention? No. Understood? It is we who have given wrong meanings, wrong relations that we suffer. Like marriage is done. With any dushkruta vichara that the parents get them married? No. Only sukrutam only. कि ये दोनों कट्टे अच्छी तरह प्रेम से रहो. बट इफ दोज मूर्ख लोग, इफ दे हैव ईगो एंड इमेच्योरिटी, बच्चों की तरह और कुत्तों की तरह लड़ते हैं, यू कांट ब्लेम पेरेंट्स. देयर इज सुकृतम ओनली. सेम वे परमात्मा's creation is not dushkrutam, it is sukrutam. For correct purpose, in a beautiful manner only he made. Because he is ocean of compassion, he is love, and whatever he has made is his own self only. Why will have any ill intention in that? This is one way of seeing what is the meaning of Sukrutam, because Sukrutam word is very well known to us in our Vyavaharik Bhasha. Mm. What is in the meaning of Tasmat Tat Sukrutam Uchyata in the Vedanta as per Bhashyam, as per Shruti Mata? Bhagavan says कि यस्मात् एवं तस्मात् ब्रह्म एव सुकृतम. This being so, Brahman eva sukrutam. What is sukrutam here? Sukrutam is swayam kartru uchyate. So therefore, there is nobody who is the karta of making the creation. Here sukrutam is swayam kartru iti uchyate. Therefore, two things we have to understand. For every karma, anybody if we take as karta, we get lost. Therefore, to come out of giving kartrutva to anyone, we say the Brahman is karta. But if Brahman is karta, then he'll be a bhokta, therefore he is a samsari. Therefore, after rejecting kartrutva to everyone by taking the help of Brahman being the karta, to avoid the kartrutva's bondage of kartrutva bhoktrutva, having reached Brahman, we have to find that he is akartru. Then only there will be liberation, because कर्ता को भोक्ता के रूप में बंधन में आना पड़ता है. if बंधन में आते हैं तो ब्रह्म become जीवन हो. Therefore, from our standpoint of this creation, he is sukrutam, swayam kartru. From his standpoint, he is akarta. So, evam tasmat brahma eva sukrutam. So, so means swayam kartru uchyate. Means what? He has become the world without any help required. Because nobody is there than him other. He himself only, by himself only, appeared as this whole world. Sukritam is Swayam Kartru Uchyate. So, Swayam Kartru Brahma iti prasiddham loke. And in all other parallelances, in other texts also we have studied, Brahma is Swayam Karta of the entire Jagat. And what is the correct, clear understanding of Swayam Kartra? कि सर्व कारणत्वात्. सर्व के सर्व कारण भगवान है. Of everything, every karana is Bhagavan. In this world, if anything is to be created, we have already seen many times, the four causes are required for any effect to be effected there. So the material cause, the instrumental cause, then the efficient cause, then the action cause. Material cause called in Sanskrit Upadana Karanam. Efficient cause is called the intelligence, the Nimitta Karanam. Then the instrumental cause is called a Karana Karanam. Then the karma, action has to be done. Is it not? Like a pot maker, he is an efficient cause. Mud is a material cause. The wheel and that stick is instrumental cause. Using all of them is doing the work, is the work cause, the karma. Then only the effect called as mud comes out. Sorry, not mud, pot. If I call it the pot or whatever the thing they wanted to make, it comes out. Same is with the Jagat. Okay, in the manifestation of the Jagat also, the Nimitta Karana, Upadana Karana, Karana Karana, Karma Karana are there. But in case of the pot maker making pot, all four are different. है कि नहीं? कर्म अलग है, उपादान अलग है, इंस्ट्रूमेंट अलग है, निमित्त अलग. But in case of Brahman, it is not possible. For the pot maker, it was possible because he is a limited entity. There is mud and the stick and wheel other than him. But in case of infinite Brahman, one without second Brahman, nobody other than him. And in making anything created, all four are required. Then who must be all these four? Four are required for any effect to come. Any कार्य बनने के लिए चार कारण चाहिए. और ब्रह्म के अलावा और कोई है ही नहीं. देखो ये चारों कारण जो कार्य बनाए कार्य जगत के रूप में कौन होंगे? जो है वही होगा. And who is there? Brahman. Therefore, who is the upadana karana of the Brahman, of the Jagat? Brahman only. Jagat is an effect. Pot की जगह जगत खुद ले लो. So who is the material cause of this Jagat? Again it is Brahman. Who is the instrument? That also is Brahman. And who is the karma? वो भी ब्रह्म है. That is the meaning of सर्व कारणत्वात्. सर्व कारण. When the projects are given to the children in schools, intelligent teacher, they give both projects. A project where a team together makes. Okay, then one project individually he'll have to make. So in the individual making, he is the whole cause of doing that. In the other project, each one takes one task. After achieving that, they assemble it and they bring together. Total thing is presented. Clear? So in case of Paramatma, he alone is Sarva Karana. Please remember. By this thinking again and again, Brahma alone is Vyapta in the entire Jagat. That thing should become very deeply embedded in us. Second, that Brahma Anubhuti alone is the Moksha Hetu that we have to understand. Third, what is that which is not allowing us to explain the Brahma Anubhuti is Jiva Jagat Ishvara Bheda, we have to understand. And unless these three are transcended, Brahma Anubhuti cannot come. And how do we eliminate that Bheda? All these Jiva Jagat Ishvara, only by accepting or understanding them as Mithya and devaluing them and seeing to that on the seat of meditation, they don't occur. Even if they occur, we are easily able to, by being a Sakshi, dropping them, or with the knowledge that they are not real, they are mithya, we are not running with them. In this way, for many, many years, when we do, we reach out to Brahma as our own Anubhuti that gives us moksha. These are the things repeatedly we have to think for the clarity of what sadhana to be done, what siddhi to be gained. A spiritual seeker always revels in these thoughts only. The more he is doing it, the more he gets clarity. With the clarity, he knows what is sadhana now. That sadhana में हमेशा होते हैं. Imagine where is Ramana Maharshi and all these Mahatmas, wherever they are standing, sitting, walking, they are in the Brahma self only. They have trained themselves in that way, transcending the world while living in the world to be one with the transcendental truth. That's what we also have to do. Please remember, any number of gurus you worship, namaskar karo, how much ever great they are you worship, finally you have to find your own emancipation. हमको अपना साधना करके अपने अंदर के परमात्मा को जानना है एंड देन हेल्प द वर्ल्ड in its own spiritual evolution, total evolution of the world spiritually. That should be our kartavya. Because if those Mahatmas have not thought of the universal evolution, then that spirituality would have not come to us. है ना? कोई भी महात्मा सेल्फिश है अपने ज्ञान में तो दूसरे को बताए नहीं, बताएगा नहीं। अगर दूसरों को बताया मतलब क्या हुआ? सेल्फिश नहीं है। Therefore, we also should not be selfish. We should realize at the same time pray for the total realization or do sankalpa like this. Let my realization of the truth add to the realization of the whole universe. My evolution should add to the evolution of total world. In this way, when we entertain thought, we are not in fighting with the universal totality. We are in line with universe totality. The total universe also cooperates with us. है ना? Like क्यों गए उधर? If you scold your son, अगर son says, "पापा मैं आपके लिए गया था," then immediately your anger is reduced. So too, when our life is for spiritual totality, even though it is spiritual, then we'll be blessed by the total. It's one trick. We have to understand it. Keep in the mind. Sometime वो काम को आएगा. So यहाँ तत् सुकृतम उच्यत. Sukrutam is well done. Sukrutam also means swayam krutam. What is swayam krutam? Ki Brahman alone became all the four karanas in the manifestation of the world. सो एवं तस्मात् ब्रह्म एव सुकृतं स्वयं कर्तृ उच्यते. स्वयं कर्तृ ब्रह्म इति प्रसिद्धं लोके सर्वकारणत्वात्. सबके कारण होने के नाते भगवान ही स्वयं करता है इस जगत का. इट इज ऑल नोन. ओके. अनदर मीनिंग ऑफ तस्मात् तत् सुकृतम उच्यते. सेम थिंग व्हिच वी सा इन द बिगिनिंग कि यस्माद् वा स्वयं अकरोत् सर्वं सर्वात्मना तस्मात् पुण्यरूपेण अपि तद एव ब्रह्म कारणम सुकृतम उच्यते. बी केयरफुल हियर. वेरी क्यूट इट इज. वेरी केयरफुली सुनो. यस्मात् बिकॉज ऑफ द रीजन कि स्वयं अकरोत्, he himself made sarvam, everything, sarvatmana, by himself. He himself made everything by his own self. Therefore tasmat punya rupena api tadeva brahma karanam sukrutam uchyate. Therefore, Wherever the punya karma is happening, that punya karma also is created by Brahma only. हियर द सुकृतम वर्ड को पुण्य जो जनरली सुकृत का अर्थ होता है वो लेकर बता रहे भाष्यकार. सी दुष्कृति इज पाप, सुकृति इज पुण्य. सो इन गीता आल्सो नमाम दुष्कृतिनो मूढ़ाः प्रपद्यन्ते नराधमाः मायया अपहृत ज्ञानाः आसुरं भावमाश्रिताः. 7th chapter. These people never surrender to me, but there are other people who surrender to me. चतुर्विधा भजन्ते माम जनाः सुकृतिनो अर्जुन आर्तो जिज्ञासुरर्थार्थी ज्ञानी च भरतर्षभ. So generally these two words Dushkruti, Sukriti are meant for Papa and Punya. Now one by one is, see what Shankara's work भाष्यकारा माता श्रुति माता ने जो लिखा वो लिखना है, उसके रिलेटेड कोई कोटेशन करना है तो करेंगे. वो श्रुति माता से हटकर अपना इंडिपेंडेंट कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे. When he is commenting Upanishads, when he is writing his own books, then he will call out anything from anywhere and he will write. Is it not? An Indian ambassador going to America, he will do what the India says. How when he is not going as a representative but personal tripper, he can do whatever he wants. So here Shankara Bhagavan is not independent while he is commenting on Upanishads. He will never. He will only see what Mata is saying, how it must be understood in such a manner that it leads us to the Brahma Tattva. Because Shruti or Upanishad is only for Brahma Jnana and Moksha. सो हियर कि द पुण्य कर्म भी भगवान का ही एक्सप्रेशन है, इतना समझ लो कि यस्मात् वा स्वयं अकरोतु सर्वं सर्वात्मना तस्मात् पुण्य रूपेण तदेव ब्रह्म कारणम सुकृतम उच्यते. सो ब्रह्म अलोन इज द कारण फॉर एवरीथिंग. इन दिस वर्ल्ड देयर इज सुकृतम एंड पुण्य. दिस कारण रूपी ब्रह्म अलोन इज एक्सप्रेसिंग इवन एज द पुण्य कर्म वेरेवर इट इज हैपनिंग. Okay. The next one is what? Sarvatha apitu phala sambandha adhikaranam sukruta shabda vachyam prasiddham loke. Hmm? Hmm. Sarvatha apitu phala sambandha adhikaranam sukruta shabda vachyam prasiddham loke. So, in fact, generally, the phala को दृष्टि में रखकर कोई कर्म का निर्देश किया जाता है कि ये सुकृत है. As we in the beginning said before studying, that meaning Bhagavan created world only for all of our sadhana, and he himself has neither any selfish of his own, therefore nor any ill feeling towards anyone. Therefore there is nothing dushkrutam in the world from his standpoint, or for us it is sukrutam only. So sarvatha apitu phala sambandha adhikaranam sukruta shabda vachyam prasiddham loke. So what do you call as Shukra Shabda Vachya? That where a very good result has come. And is it not the world minus our biased way of seeing? Is it not so beautiful, so wonderful? That's why anything other than human created is most beautiful and enchanting and joyful. You understand? Very good it is. And if that human mind is twisted and negative, he may not find joy. He will interpret like that. But otherwise, the sun rises, the moon rises, the seasonal changes, the rains, and the trees, and all the mountain rivers flowing, all animal birds chirping, even human being having these equipments, and then with that working. हर जगह पे सुंदरता ही है, खूबी ही है, मस्त है. But the human who doesn't know how to relate with it, he suffers. But otherwise, सुकृत शब्द फल संबंध से बताया जाता है. Then the phala after creation is done is so wonderful. It's an entertainment to the Lord. It is a sadhana field for all of us. Because of such wonderful result, the creation work of the Bhagavan should be taken as Sukrutam only, not Dushkrutam. Therefore, never ask a question regarding the word, why is it like that? Rather, in that what lesson can be learned, what way it can be used for our spiritual evolution. हमारा आधा डेढ़ दिमाग instead of thinking in wrong way, if it can think like this, Every problem, every adversity, every difficult situation is nothing but a means presented to us by the Lord only to reach Him. And there are walking races, there are running races, but in the running races also there are hurdles. The hurdle, 100 and 400-meter hurdle race. Those hurdles are not kept to trouble him, but to give him a chance to enhance his stamina or ability and capability so that he is qualified for the higher thing. है कि नहीं? जब कभी कोई प्रॉब्लम आए, जहाँ भागते-भागते ऐसे कोई हाइट है तो उसको छलांग लगाकर जाना पड़ता है, तो उसके लिए आर्मी में सब ट्रेनिंग देते हैं। एवरी ट्रेनिंग दे आर डन। रस्सी पकड़कर ऊपर चढ़ते हैं और वॉल को पकड़कर ऊपर चढ़ते हैं। बिकॉज़ व्हेन यू आर वर्किंग इन दिस वर्ल्ड, you being an army person should be ready to do as much as possible. Therefore, these trainings are given not to trouble you. Is it not? In the same way, adversities are in the world only to sharpen us. Like that famous saying, ki a thing cannot be sharpened when the surface to which it is rubbed is very smooth. Only the surface is very rough and tough, then you can sharpen. So therefore, the world, wherever it is appearing rough and tough, it is for us to get sharpened. That is why the world is like that. If you understand it, then there is nothing called as dushkrutam in the world. Therefore, Bhagavan is not dushkarma karta. Then you will not blame him. On the other hand, how to encash whatever is happening around me for my own spiritual unfoldment, not for material things. Only this one thing, if we can put in our life, I tell you very quickly through every experience, we grow in our spiritual understandings and sadhanas. यही है सब में भगवान को देखने का अर्थ, भगवान के अनुग्रह को देखने का अर्थ। थोड़ा सा डिवोशन मिल गया उसमें। सो दैट्स वाई सुकृतम। सो यस्मात्मा स्वयं अकरोतु सर्वं सर्वात्मना तस्मात् पुण्य रूपेण भी तदेव ब्रह्म कारणम सुकृतम उच्यते। नो सर्वथा अपि तु फल संबंध अधिकरणम अधिका संबंधाधिकारणम सुकृत शब्दवाच्यम प्रसिद्धम लोके। नाउ द लास्ट वन इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग, यदि पुण्यम, final thought, whether it is punyam, yadiva anyato, even a papam, anyat means other than punyam, papam, that also sa prasiddhi, it is very clearly known to all ki nitya chetanavat karane sati upapadyate. See that nitya chaitanya brahma hai, who is a karana, then only somebody can do punya, somebody can do papa. देखो पापात्मा पाप कर रहा है वो उसकी गलती है, but even for the Papatma to do the Papa, he should be alive. He should have the instruments. Who gave that? The Lord only. That way for him also, the Sukruti is Bhagavan only. Bhagavan never made him a papi. He became that Jiva. But Bhagavan is giving the prana of the life even in that Papatma. Not for him to do Papa. So don't tell the Bhagavan, hey Bhagavan, आप वो पापात्मा से मार दो उसको, लाइफ निकालो. You do your effort to remove the papa from that fellow. So in this way, yadva tasma tat sukrutam uchyata has got this way the three meanings. One is sukrutam is svayam krutam. Second is sukrutam means whatever in the world sukha is coming from, called as punyam. That also Bhagavan made. Third one is what? In general, what Bhagavan made is sukrutam only. That sukrutam somebody misuses to do the duskruti or papa, that blame doesn't go to the Lord. In short, because of the presence of Paramatma, everything is happening, but anything happening doesn't touch Paramatma. Tasma tat sukrutam uchyata iti. See, yadi punyam yadi va anyato sa prasiddhi nitye चेतनवत कारणे सति उपपद्यते. नित्य चेतन परमात्मा रूपी कारण है तो ही कोई पुण्य कोई पाप कोई साधना कर सकते हैं. ओके, तस्मात् अस्ति तद ब्रह्म सुकृत प्रसिद्धे. नाउ our discussion's purpose is not that. Our purpose of discussion is this one. Therefore, asti brahma tad brahma sukruta prasiddhehe. So, because of the sukruti that is there in this world, because of the prasiddhi of the phala of the sukruti in this world, there is punya karma, and punya karma's phala of wonderful sukha are there. Please instantaneously also, When you do a charity to someone and that fellow looks with the eyes of tears or joy or gratitude towards you, don't you feel that fulfillment? Instantaneous. Sometimes little later it comes. A year back you did punya somewhere and this year the result came somewhere else. कभी कभी 10 साल के बाद रिजल्ट आता है, कभी 20 साल के बाद, कभी इस जन्म का पुण्य 2 जन्म के बाद आएगा फल के रूप में. बट इमीडिएटली हो या आफ्टर डिकेड्स और सेंचुरीज हो, सुकृत का फल हो रहा है कि नहीं? हो रहा है. अब जब सुकृत का फल हो रहा है तो सुकृत किसने किया? वो जिसके बिना वो सुकृत नहीं हो सकता. कौन? ब्रह्मा. Therefore, doing sukrutam, getting the phala is not important. The confirmation that the Brahman is there because there is sukruta and its phala are seen. The existence of Brahman as asti is our goal. Therefore, from here onwards, whatever is spoken, 2 or 3 or 4 things, the natija will be this. Therefore, Brahman asti. तो कोई सुकृत कर रहा है, उसका फल सुख भोग रहा है, तो कुछ तो होना चाहिए ना उस सुकृत करने के लिए. अब कौन है? बी अटेंटिव. जिनके बिना कुछ हो नहीं सकता, जिनके रहने से सब कुछ होता है, इट इज सत ब्रह्म ओनली. देखो सत ब्रह्म है कि नहीं? हाँ है. तस्मात् अस्ति तद ब्रह्म सुकृत प्रसिद्धे है. So anywhere there is sukruti, dukruti, dushkruti and their phala is happening, the one who is attending to them is called samsari. खुद का या दूसरों का पुण्य पाप पे जिसने दृष्टि रखा वो संसारी. But by seeing the sukruti and dushkruti and their phala, if one is able to trace or put his attention on the Brahma Astitva, then he is spiritual sadhaka. Spiritual sadhaka is not interested in punya or papa. वो कहता है पुण्य कर रहा है, हाँ वही Brahman is there in him. But this fellow is doing papa, हाँ because Brahman is there in him. Brahman is not doing papa punya. But the presence of Brahman through Sukruti is ascertained. Therefore, Asti Brahma, Atat Brahma Sukruta Prasiddhe. Our goal is this. So, Asadva idamagra asito tato vai sadjayata tadatmanagga swayamakuruta. Now, all these are explanations. Sometimes may not satisfy us. But something when is seen, you get satisfied. The seen thing is Sukrutam. Somebody is doing punya, result is coming. So beautiful it is. Therefore, for that person to do the punya, something should be there in him. That thing is called Paramatma. Expand it everywhere. कोई सुकृत किया, कोई दुष्कृत किया, कोई साधना किया, कोई लड़ाई किया, कोई झगड़ा किया. All are happening because Brahman is there in them. Brahman is not doing. In the Sukriti only the 100 varieties. कोई दान दे रहा है, कोई धर्म कर रहा है, कोई और कुछ काम कर रहा है. दान में भी 10 वेराइटी है. कोई धन दान, विद्यादान, अन्नदान, वस्त्रदान, सुवर्णदान, गोदान, भूदान. All of them are Sukritams. Each of them indicate that there is Brahman. नहीं, क्योंकि अस्थि रूप ब्रह्म नहीं है तो कौन सुकृत करेगा? सो सुकृति हो, दुष्कृति हो, कुछ भी हो, कुछ हो रहा है इस जगत में, तो दैट शुड trace us to the understanding acceptance of presence of Tad Brahma. Tasmat Tad Brahma asti eva Sukrita Prasiddhehe. Okay. Then Yadvaitat Sukrutam Raso Vaisaha Rasagga Hivayam Labdva Anandi Bhavati Ko Hivanyat Kapranyat Yadesha Akasha Anando Nasyat. This next portion in the 7th Anuvaka we try to study now. Avatarika. Itahacha asti. Even for this reason also, Brahman is there. What is the other reason for which you say Brahman is there? Kutaha rasatvatu. Because of the presence of rasa, we can again ascertain the presence of Brahman. Kutaha rasatva prasiddhi brahmanaha iti ataha. How come the Brahman is recognized as rasatva wherever the rasa is Brahman? So wonderful these are. Very interesting discussion. Only thing is you have to be tuned to this high level of technical, intellectual way of analyzing. है ना? तो थोड़ा स्पिरिचुअलिटी की आदत हो जाए 10-12 साल का, तब जाकर ये पल्ले पड़ता है. सो यद्वै तत् सुकृतं रसो वै सः रसगह्येवायं लब्ध्वानन्दी भवति. Therefore, this particular Anuvaka is so many beautiful things. It starts with asadva idamagrasi tato vai sadajayata tadatmanagga swayamakuruta. So this particular para or the seventh Anuvaka is the Bhagwan becoming the world Anuvaka. This particular Anuvaka again is Sukruta Anuvaka. This particular Anuvaka is again Rasa Anuvaka. Again, this is a particular Anuvaka which is Ananda Anuvaka, and this particular Anuvaka is Abhaya Anuvaka. So Abhaya Anuvaka, Ananda Anuvaka, Rasa Anuvaka, Sukruta Anuvaka, Kruta or creation. इतने चीजें इसमें spread है. You have to catch each one of them. So what's happening here? Whatever is seen, that is observed, and through that the Brahman is reached. So the next discussion अवतारिका में क्या कहा? इतः अच्छा अस्ति ब्रह्मा. Again, this is another reason for accepting the Brahman's presence. कुतः रसत्वात्. रसत्वात् मतलब इस जगत में रस हो रहा है कि नहीं, लोगों को हो रहा है, तो कुछ तो हो, उसके कारण ही तो रस होता है. कुछ भी नहीं है तो रस कहाँ से आएगा? है ना कुछ तो. that कुछ because of which the rasa is coming is called Brahman. So here every rasa, again the Navarasas. Earlier Sukruta Dushkruta. Because of that some phala came. That was an indication, evidence for the existence of Brahman. Here the rasa is being spoken. The presence of rasa. Nobody in this world is there who has not enjoyed the rasa. Not the am rasa because the season is there so much, but the Brahman is the khas rasa. His presence is the one which is making all rasas are possible. रस है कि नहीं है, तो हैपन को ब्रह्म कहते हैं, और ब्रह्म के बिना वो रस ही नहीं होएगा. तो हर एक रसा is an indicator for the presence of Brahma. When establishing in the heart the presence of Brahman. In the bhakti sadhana, that particular Krishna is there as the Ashwatha in the Vrukshas, as Prahlada in the Rakshasas, as Himalaya in the mountains, and Ganges in the rivers. That type of practice is given. By that also, the presence of Paramatma in everything is enhanced in us, accepted. Then the question comes, in those things, in what way the Paramatma is there as their own existence. That way, every other sadhanas, spiritual paths, will have to come finally back to the Upanishad only, Vedanta only, Advaita only. Advaita में straight away बताया जाता है कि everything is existing, therefore everything has existence, that existence is Brahman. As simple as that. And that is me and everyone. So every me and everyone which are seen are nothing but expression of one common Brahman. Now live in this knowledge, LIVE, to such an extent the differences are taken only for Vyavahara, not to the heart. The difference between the couple married for 50 years, every day fighting but never getting the tiredness or divorce. And the couple married only 2 days back, already married, fighting हो गया, then they are applied with a talaq. Difference क्या है? The earlier people, they fight every day, but they don't take it to the heart. You understand? Their being one is their goal. They have not taken that fighting as real, only super. The other fellows took it very serious. Therefore, they say we can't live with each other. Quickly they get divorced. For these people, couple, no second marriage is required. They're happy. For the other fellow, even 100 marriage they marry, they'll be miserable. Because they don't know the art of what is to be valued there. So the value, the truth, reality, Brahman, all the things that come and go are only ephemeral. Vyavahara, don't value. Samsara is gone. Is it not? Everywhere same relation, a boss and servant. Every day boss scolds. If the servant takes it to the heart, next day only he'll go. If he takes it to his improvisation, his work, he will not go away from it. Like that everywhere it is. Take the Prapancham as real, you are lost in Prapancham and gone away from God. Take Brahman as reality and the Prapancham as only some manifestation. There is nothing in this world to be worried at all. Okay. Kutah rasattu prasiddhi brahmana ityata aha. So, why the Brahman is called as rasaha? And how through the we have to reach to the Brahman. That is said in this next portion of this seventh Anuvaka, which has got 3 or 4 lines. Yadvai tat sukrutam raso vai saha rasagahyevayam labdvanandi bhavati. So before entering into the Bhashyam itself, as a very cute way of saying it. What is that? Yadvai tat sukrutam. Because the Brahman is Sukrutam, so the result of Sukrutam also is Brahman. What is that? Raso vai saha. This Raso vai saha is very oft quoted. Many places you also might have seen when we were talking in other textbooks also. Brahman is Rasa Swarupa. Rasa is both. Rasa is essence also. Rasa is taste also. Taste is equal to happiness. So essence is he, happiness is he. Therefore, is essential happiness or is happy essence? Raso vai saha. Bhagavan is rasa, essence. Essence of everything is existence. So that existence rupi essence rasa is Paramatma. And everything existing here is giving happiness to someone or the other. So that Anandam again is Brahman. And something I may throw it on the road, but somebody else takes it. तो उसके लिए उसमें रस है, मेरे को नहीं है. And I also take some things which I have not got rasa for others, but मेरे लिए उसमें रस है. तो किसी ना किसी को उसमें आनंद है, that is Brahma. In this way, in and through whatever is seen, we should be able to practice the ability of seeing Brahman only. So, yadvai tat sugrutam raso vai saha rasagahyevayam labdva anandi bhavati. देखो, when this rasaswarupa Brahma का अनुभव होता है, he will be आनंदी. Rasagahyevayam labdva anandi bhavati. It is both ways. One is what? If anybody has got the Ananda in life, that means he touched the Paramatma, whose Swarupa is Rasa. The other way around is what? The Rasa Swarupa Paramatma ko apakalo Anandi Bhavati. An ant, somewhere a small grain of chini, it got and it वो कैसे पकड़ के ले जाते देखना आप उसको अपने गुफा में लेके वहां रखकर खाता है. Imagine that ant is there in the entire चीनी के डब्बे में है मानो शुगर फैक्ट्री में. आनंदी बहुत है उसको. Because what it wants is sugar and he is in the whole place sugar only. So to you and I and Anandam, we are one with the Ananda Swarupa Brahman only. और इससे बढ़िया और क्या है? So yadvaitat sukrutam. For this reason also Brahman is called as Rasa Sukrutam. Because every Sukrutam is done, it leads to the Rasa Swarupa. Rasa and that Rasa is he. And everybody is becoming Anandi because of that Rasa. Means what? Whether you accept or not, know or not, whenever we are in the Rasa Swarupa Ananda, we are one with Brahman only. Because Ananda cannot be of anything else other than Brahman. But we have to recognize it, that's it. रसज्ञ हेवायम लब्ध्वा आनंदी भवती मीन्स जब कभी आनंदी बन रहे उस समय हम रस को टच कर रहे हैं. दैट रस इज ब्रह्म. अदरवाइज अदर साइड वहां से देखोगे तो रस स्वरूप ब्रह्म का whoever टच करता है he will be in आनंद. And everything other than Brahma is not rasavan. Anywhere the rasa also appearing, that is really depending on Brahman only. Like Gita, we have seen for the youth day before. Whomever you are worshipping, I am giving the Shraddha to you to worship. And whatever you get the result from that worship to God, I am only giving. What is the meaning of that? Meaning is what? Then when I am the giver, then why don't you worship me directly? In the same way, wherever we are getting rasa and ananda, it is because presence of Brahman. है ना. विदाउट ब्रह्मन द आनंद रस नहीं होगा. इफ दैट इज द केस, व्हाई नॉट डायरेक्टली कॉन्टैक्ट द ब्रह्मन एंड ऑलवेज बी इन द आनंद रस. व्हाई यू आर हैविंग द रिफ्लेक्टेड आनंद थ्रू ऑल द ऑब्जेक्ट्स एटसेट्रा. दिस शुड क्लिक टू अस एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ द स्टडी ऑफ दिस पैराग्राफ. यद्वै तत् सुकृतं रसो वै सः रसज्ञ ह्येवायं लब्ध्वा आनंदी भवति. Now let us see with the Bhashyam. कि यद्वै तत् सुकृतं रसो वै सः. So yadvai tat sukrutam raso vai sahaha. Because he is the sukruti, because of his sukrutatva, there is rasa possible in the world. So Brahman is there, Brahman is the cause, because of the cause Brahman only, there is Sukruta, because of the Sukruta only there is Rasa. There were Rasa possibilities there because of Brahman. And what is Rasonama? Rasonama, Trupti Hetu. थोड़ा सा है ध्यान से सुनना पड़ेगा. रसः का अर्थ क्या है? तृप्ति हेतु. Anything which gives trupti is called rasa. Therefore, all the nava rasas which we talk about the Abhinaya Shastra ityadi, all of them give trupti both to the performer as well as the audience. Okay, raso namaha trupti, under कर लो उसको पॉइंट को. तृप्ति हेतु आनंद करहा. ओके, तृप्ति का हेतु आनंद को करने वाला, इसको रस कहते हैं. तृप्ति का हेतु आनंद को करने वाला. एंड फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हाट आर दे? मधुर आम्लादि प्रसिद्ध लोके. मधुर, द स्वीट, आम्ला इज सावर. So for some people, the rasa, madhura rasa, sweet, gives them the ahlada or ananda. For somebody, the imli gives the ahlada and ananda. It's not necessary. पता नहीं दक्षिण भारत में everywhere they have imli. Each state they are busy in one thing or the other. The केरला वाले नारियल डालते हैं हर चीज में, उनको वो वाला रस अच्छा लगता. तमिलनाडु वाले इमली. आमला मीन्स इमली है. आंध्रा वाले मिर्ची दे डालते हैं. कर्नाटक वाले नाटक करते रहते हैं. सो हियर रसो नाम तृप्ति हेतु, रसो नाम आनंद करः, यथा मधुर आम्लादि. So when you eat the madura sweet, it is giving rasa, it is giving ananda, it is giving trupti. For some people, the amla, the tikta means tikha. Tikha word came from tikta. Tikta means pungent. Tikha. So amla means like imli. Salt is different, amla is different. लेकिन नमकीन अलग होता ही है. They are not same. Amla and namkeen, they are not same. Sour and salty. अभी मुंह में पानी आ रहा होगा आपको. So pause करो. Our attention is on the things which we eat. आम हो या इमली हो. But the attention of here, the Brahmajnana is, when the am or imli we are putting in the mouth, what is happening there? Through the taste, the rasa aswadana, then the ananda aswadana, then the trupti is coming. Okay. Now he says here, raso nama trupti hetu, raso nama ananda karaha. Example, madhura amladihi, which is prasiddha loke. Now, rasam eva ayam labdva prapya. Having obtained that rasam, be attentive. आम्ल हो या तिक्त हो, जिसको जो पसंद है, आनंदी सुखी भवती. वो रस को पाकर लोग आनंदित हो रहे. अलग जिसको जो रस आनंद है. Now, all these analysis is to drive us to the most important next point. What is the example of this amla madhura given? Imli ka amla madhura means sweet and amla means any sour dish. Why given is next one. Very important, isn't it? Na asataha ananda hetutvam dushtam loke. देखो कोई नहीं है, असत है, उसका आनंद का कारण बनना संभव है क्या? If something doesn't exist, it cannot become cause of ananda. Therefore, if something is giving us ananda, something should exist. Therefore, this ananda and trupti are coming to us because of the rasa. That is amla rasa or tikta rasa or madhura rasa, whatever it may be. Main point is this. नहीं असतः आनंद हेतुत्वम दुष्टम लोके. आनंद का कारण एब्सेंस नहीं देखा जाता है. कुछ है तभी उस आनंद को हम पा सकते हैं. Therefore, there must be something because of which the ananda is coming. That way, the Brahman is established. More subtly, the existence of Brahman is established by continuation of this next line. Bhashyakara. ध्यान से सुनो कि first thing is what? First conclusion is what? Without the presence of something, Ananda cannot come. Rasa cannot come. Without the presence of something, the rasa cannot come. For the ordinary people, be attentive. The Ananda is through the medium of Amla, Tikta, Madura, Ityadi. For you and I. There is one category of people. Okay. So for us, through the आम, through इमली हमको खुशी मिल रहा है. तो आम और इमली existing है. Therefore, in them there is existence is there. That existence is Brahman. Therefore, because of the presence of the Brahman alone, the rasa is happening. From this side, whenever you are experiencing any rasa, then that should prove to you the presence of the existing Brahman. Because without something, the rasa, the trupti, the ananda cannot happen. One explanation for the ordinary. But there are some extraordinary people in this world, the saints and sages. Be careful, conscious to listen. About them he says, what is it? Ki bahya ananda sadhana rahitaha api. Without depending on any external supports, without depending on any external helping aids or supports for becoming happy, then anihaha, those who don't do the karma, then nireshanaha, those who don't have desires, brahmanaha, the great brahmajnani, so bahirasa alabhat iva, even though outer rasa is not at all come to them, yet sanandaha drishyante vidvamsaha, they are found to be in their own bliss and beatitude, those vidvamsa. So, first thing is what? Without something, the rasa or ananda cannot come. Therefore, for ordinary people, whichever ananda we are having, the tikta, amla or madhura, that is one way of proving Brahman. Now, here about the sadhu santa, there is no any of the dependency for them. The outer amla ityadi का उनको जरूरत नहीं है. Inside the mind and intellect इत्यादि उपाधि का भी उनको जरूरत नहीं है. कोई अंतःकरण, कोई बाह्य साधना इनकी जरूरत के बिना be attentive. These great Gyanis or Rishis or Munis, are they in Ananda or not? Yeah. No, can the Ananda come without the Brahman? No. Therefore, Brahman asti. Our point is to establish Brahman's existence. Astitva rupena va asti. Finally. So, Bahya Ananda sadhana rahitaha. Cleared? बाह्य आनंद के साधन लाइक आमला और मधुरा और तिक्ता वो नहीं है. अनिहाहा, they are not doing any karma to get karma phala. Nireshanaha, why? Because there is no desire in them. So ऐशरा रहित, कर्म रहित, कर्म फल जो बाह्य आलम्बन होता है उसके बिना भी रहित. ब्राह्मणाः बाह्य रस अलाभातु, there is no bahya rasa at all for them. Still sanandaha dushyante, they are found to be blissful. Vidvamsaha, the great jnanis, yogis, sannyasis, they are found to be anandi. Now, what is that because of which they are anandi? That contrast between them and us is, for us they are medium. आम लिया या कोई मिठाई ली, कुछ भी हो, उनको बिना आम, बिना मिठाई, बिना जीवा, बिना कान, आनंद कैन कम एनीथिंग लाइक इट इज अ टेस्ट का आनंद कहा हमने. किसी को श्रवण का आनंद रस होता है वे लिजनिंग टू गुड म्यूजिक, पर किसी को आनंद रस अनुभूति कम सा बिकॉज ऑफ सीइंग द फॉर्म थ्रू द आईज. तो कुछ ना कुछ बाह्य आलंबन अंदर उपाधि का चाहिए फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस टू बी आनंद. फॉर हिम नो बाह्य आलंबन, नो अंदर उपाधि, but still they have ananda. Therefore, where from the ananda they must be getting? That is point the question. Therefore, nunam brahma eva rasa tesham. For them, the rasa coming to them is from the Brahman only, which is eternally existing. Tasmat. Therefore, asti tat tesham ananda karanam rasavad brahma. So therefore, in them, the rasa के रूप में एक्सप्रेस होने वाला आनंद के कारण वाला ब्रह्म अस्ति. बिका कुछ नहीं है तो खुशी कहाँ से होएगी? Basic point is that if something is not there, how can there be happiness? Then don't say then, no, no, Swami, I'm very happy when my husband goes to office. When he's not there, you're not happy because not he's not there. There is something is there which you are abstracting, he's gone. Therefore, you are happy. है ना? जब तक वो है तो घर में सताते रहते हैं, खाने खाने नहीं देते हैं, या too much work he gives, whatever. So that type of example don't say. So whether Shatru is not there, I'm happy. But when Shatru is not there, the thought of his absence is there in the mind, no? Which is becoming cause of Ananda. Therefore, there is some medium, same cause is there. This is how. In general, without something, the Ananda cannot be. Okay? In the Brahma Jnanis, there is nothing at all. Yet they are Ananda. Now combine both these sentences. Without something, there cannot be Ananda. These Jnanis don't have anything, yet they have Ananda. Then the two things combined karo, so they have something. Then what is that something when every other thing is rejected? It is Brahman only. Therefore, Brahman asti eva. Therefore, through every Ananda rasa, here that such great saint here of this highest order of contemplation, he is reaching to Brahman only. हर एक रस आस्वादन के द्वारा वो ब्रह्म तक ही पहुंच रहे हैं. तस्मात् अस्ति तत् तेषाम आनंद कारणम रसवत ब्रह्म. Therefore, this is how the Brahman is very much there. Brahma astitva prakarana hai ye. And because of him only the Ananda is coming, and he himself is Rasa Swarupa. So then the next one, Kohivanyat Kapranyat, through all these mantras also, some more definite establishment is there regarding the presence of Brahman. So that topic, little Gambhiram, but very Sundaram, that we will see tomorrow. Itaha chasti kutaha prananadi kriyadarsanad ayam avahi pinda jivata pranena praniti apanena paniti evam vayaviyaha indriyakaha vacha cheshtaha samatai karyakaranaihi nirvatyamana dushyante तच्च एकार्थवृत्तित्वेन संहननं न अंतरेण चेतनम् असम्मतं संभवति अन्यत्र अदर्शनात् तत् आह को ह्यवान्यात् क प्राण्यात् यदेष आकाश आनंदो न स्यात् एष ह्यवानन्द याति यदि एष आकाशे परमे व्योमनि गुहायां नीत आनंदो न स्यात् न भवेत् को हि एव लोके अन्यात् पानचेष्टां कुर्यात् इति अर्थः क प्राण्यात् प्राणनं वा कुर्यात् तस्मात् अस्ति तद्ब्रह्म यदर्थः कार्यकारण प्राणनादि चेष्टाः तत्कृते एव च आनन्दः लोकस्य कुतः एषः हि एव पर आत्मा आनन्दयाति आनन्दयति सुखयति लोकं धर्मानुरूपं सः एव आत्मा आनन्दरूपः अविद्या परिच्छिन्नः विभाव्यते प्राणिभिः इति अर्थः. It's a good thing. These 2-3 lines to be understood. Tomorrow we'll see that and the whole essence in a summary form we can say. तो ब्रह्म अस्ति, ब्रह्म अस्तित्व के कारण ही आनंद आ रहा है. Therefore आनंद ब्रह्म का ही स्वरूप है. So the Sat Rupa of the Brahma is explained. Chit Rupa of Brahma is explained. Here in the Prasanga, Ananda Rupa of Brahma is being explained. That is how the topic. Raso Vaisaha Rasagga Hevayam Labdva Anandi Bhavati. So every one of us are Ananda because of some or the other Madhura Amla. But Jnani is also in Ananda but without any of the outer or inner Alambana. Then what must be the source then for him for the Ananda? From if nothing of the Rupa Nama are there, then what must be there? Something must be there. That something because of which, without having any outer inner Arambana, the saints and saints are happy. That is called Brahma. Therefore, they are in Brahma Rasa. They are in Brahma Trupti. They are in Brahma Ananda. Brahma Rasa. Interesting. We are all in Am Rasa. They are in Khas Rasa. हमारे रस आते जाते हैं, रसने वाले रस उनका एक बार मिल गया तो रसो वही सह रसज्ञ मलद्वा आनंदी भवती. भगवान ही आनंद रस है, तृप्ति रस है, उन्हीं में सब कुछ, उनके कारण ही किसी भी जगह पे रस आस्वादन हो रहा है. So that one Brahman only expressing as Sukrutam. He alone is expressing as the Sukruta Phalam of Anandam. And when Sukrutam, Sukruta Phalam are not there, like in saints and sages, in them also there is Ananda. For them, the Ananda Hetu is Brahma. So therefore, ultimately Brahman Asti, Ananda Rupena Asti. If that Asti Brahma, Ananda Rupa Brahma is caught, nothing else is required for one to be happy. That way also we can derive. Some more thoughts. Let's see tomorrow. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रेण ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Yes.